to about is your nationality. You say Hispanic. Hispanic means property of Spain or pertaining to Spain. Do you belong to Spain?
I don't know.
No, right? But why do you call yourself Hispanic? Why do our brothers, the so-called Mexicans, speak Spanish?
I don't know.
Right.
That's like culture.
That's how. No, that's what we here to show you. Your culture goes far beyond speaking Spanish. Why do you speak Spanish? Because the conquistadors who came over here and conquered your people, they spoke Spanish. The Mexicans, the so-called Mexicans, were already here, right? So before the Spaniards come over here and conquered them and spoke Spanish, what did they speak? That's what we here to teach our people, because our history goes way back further than slavery and colonialization, right? But first I'm gonna deal with something. You said you are a Christian, right? Y'all are Christians, right?
Yes, sir.
So who is this right here?
God?
Right here?
Our sacred,
You say
our sacred heart?
God, Jesus, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. So what we are here to do is show, because give me give me Matthew 7:38. Is it Matthew or John 7:38?
John
7:38, I'm sorry. Well, we're going to show you, because there's scriptures in there. What we got to get back to doing, who told you that that's what Jesus looked like? Where did you learn it at?
Church, I guess.
Church, right?
Yes, sir.
Or somewhere else, but did they read it to you out of the Bible that that's what he looked like? They probably tell you the Bible doesn't say what he looks like, right? So watch this, we're going to show you something. Give me that, John 7:38. Read this first.
The book of John, chapter 7, verse 38.
Bring it out.
He that believeth on me, as the scriptures had said.
He said, he that believeth, this is Jesus Christ speaking, he said, he that believeth on me, as the scripture has said, read,
Out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water.
So that seems as though we should believe on the Bible, on Christ as the Bible said, right? So now we're going to get to the Bible. Did you know the Bible tells us how Jesus Christ looks? We're going to go in the Bible and show you how Jesus Christ looks, and we're going to see if that's what he looks like. Do you know what the word revelation means?
Reveal.
To reveal, right?
Right.
To reveal, that means to what? Show something, right? So let's see what he's revealing. One and one.
The book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave unto him to show unto his servants.
So this is the revelation of Jesus Christ that God gave to John to show unto the servants of Jesus, the Christians, right? So let's jump to verse 14. Let's get to how Jesus Christ looked, right? Read.
Verse 14, his head and his hairs were white like wool.
It said Jesus Christ's hair and his head was white like wool. Who on the earth has woolly hair? White, his was white in color, woolly in texture. Who has woolly textured hair on earth today?
I don't know.
Does he have woolly textured hair?
No.
No? Let's see what woolly textured hair looks like. Check this out. We got a sign. This is wool. So who on the earth has hair like that?
The sheep.
Who has hair like a sheep on the earth? What race of people?
I don't know.
Benaiah, come here real quick. This is my brother soldier Benaiah, right? So we're looking at it, and it says the hair is like sheep wool. Does his hair look like sheep wool?
A little bit.
Yes, that is the name. That's Jesus Christ had hair like a sheep's wool. That's like black people hair. They call it nappy, they call it kinky. Now that's looked at as derogatory, but the greatest man that ever walked the earth had hair like sheep wool, right?
Yeah.
Continue.
The book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
It says his eyes were as a flame of fire. Because you read the prophecies in Genesis 49, it said his eyes were going to be red with wine. Remember the first miracle Christ did? He turned water to wine at a wedding. Christ was called a wine bibber, which he wasn't a drunkard, but he drank wine, right? And so what happens when you drink wine? When you drink alcohol, what happens to the whites of your eyes?
turns red.
Turns red. So that's why it says his eyes was a flame of fire. Read. And his feet, now we get to some skin color, his feet, right? So you got on sandals, right? So I could see your feet. By looking at your feet, I could tell what color, what race you are by your feet with the rest of your body, right? So John is looking at Christ's feet. He said his feet like unto fine brass. He said his feet was like fine brass. What color is brass?
Silver?
Brass, the little figurines, they're like gold, a derivative of brown, right? Brownish, right? So it said he looked at Christ's feet, and Christ's feet were like polished brass, like brass, read, as if they burned in a furnace. As if they burned in a furnace. If you burn anything in a furnace, what color will it turn?
Brown, I guess.
It would get what? Black. Right? Like this is, so this is brass burned in a furnace.
Yeah.
You see what color is? If your skin color is that color, what race would you be?
Black.
Huh?
Black, I think.
Black, right? Yeah. So according to the Bible, that's what Jesus Christ looked like. Let's see how he sounded. Read. And his feet like on the fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters. You got to remember, Christ taught over 5,000 people at one time with no microphone. So do you think that the description that they give was with Mel Gibson, you think that's how he really talked? No, he had to talk loud. Christ talked loud. That's why for us to be like Christ, we got a microphone. So we can speak loud, so our voice can be like many waters to show our people the truth of this Bible. That Jesus Christ is a black man with woolly hair and red eyes. What about him? Does he have black hair, woolly hair, and red eyes? No. What about that one down there? No. That one down there, that's a description. Like we said, this ain't Jesus Christ, but that's just a better depiction of how Jesus Christ looks. Because a lot of people are saying color doesn't matter. Why does it matter what color it is? Image is everything. Because when you see this as Jesus Christ, now when you walk around and you see the race of people that look like that, you look at them as God. Like when I asked you who you said God. And so now when you see the white man walking around, in your subconscious, you look at, that's God. That's why when they shoot us down in the streets, we go crazy. But we kill each other like nothing. The blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, right? So you said Hispanic, you would be a so-called Mexican, right? Right. So if you look at this sign, the so-called Mexicans come from the tribe of Issachar. Issachar, that's your forefather. That's who you were before the conquistadors came over here and called you Hispanics. The so-called blacks today from the tribe of Judah. Judah, right? So Jesus Christ came from the tribe of Judah too, right? So if Jesus Christ came from Judah and he's black, wouldn't Judah be black today?
Yeah.
So who are the people that we are calling the Jews today? They don't look like Jesus Christ's description. So who are they? The Bible tells us. Give me Revelation 2 and 9. We're going to get into who that is over there saying that they are the Jews or the Jewish. They say Jewish because if I say my shirt is reddish, do that mean it's red? It's kind of red, almost red. So they say they're Jewish. They're not the Jews, but they took our customs. They took our heritage from this Bible. But let's see who God said that they really are according to the scriptures. Read that.
The book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 9. I know thy works and the tribulations and poverties.
He said, I know your works and tribulations and poverty. He's talking to the Israelites. He said, I know your works. I know that you're working hard. I know you're working long hours. And I know your tribulation and your poverty. I know you're poor. Even though you work these long hours, we're still poor. Even though we built America, we're still at the bottom of it. He said, God saying, blacks, Hispanic, and Native American, don't worry, I see you. Read. But thou art rich. But he said, but you are rich. Why? Because all the promises in this Bible is written for you. The kingdom of heaven is written for the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. This is all our inheritance. We are the heirs with Christ. And even though we're going through all we're going through, he said, you rich. Read.
And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews.
He said, I know the blasphemy of the lies of the people who are saying they are Jews. The people who say they're Jews, but they don't look like Jesus Christ. He said, I know the lies of them who say they are Jews, read, and are not, because they are not the Jews. The Jews are the people that occupy the ghettos all around the world. The Jews are the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans who live at the bottom of society. You are the Jews. We are the Jews. We are the Israelites according to this Bible.
Right.
And he said, I know, even though you're in poverty, you are rich. And they say they Jews but are not. Read. But who are they?
But are the synagogue of Satan.
He said they are the synagogue of Satan. Those are the devil. This is the devil. Why? What does the word devil mean? Because you might hear us say they're the devil, and you might think we're name calling.
Yeah.
What does the word devil mean?
Evil.
Devil means deceiver.
Deceiver.
Trick, the person who tricked. So who tricked you into thinking you were Hispanic? Who tricked you into thinking you were just a Mexican instead of being God's chosen people?
Bring it out.
Who tricked you and told you Jesus Christ looked like a white man with curly stringy hair instead of a black man with woolly hair? Who tricked you? What race of people tricked you into that?
The Aztecs? I don't know.
Who tricked the Aztecs into that? Because the Aztecs, they knew Aztec is a derivative of the word Issachar, the tribe of Issachar. They told you were Hispanic. Who told you that? Christopher Columbus, when he came over here, the Spaniards, his race is the one who told us we're African Americans, you're Mexicans, or you're a Native American, you're an Indian. That's what they told our people. But God said, you are the children of Israel. Let's show how you feel. Deuteronomy 76. This is the important thing about it. We got to get back to this because this is how God feels about his people. And you got to start feeling like this about yourself. Because as long as you're thinking that devil is Jesus or God, you're going to always have an inferiority complex. But what we are here to do is to show our people what God really thinks about you, because God did not mean for you to be at the bottom. Read this.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
He's talking to you, Jose. He's talking to you, Christina. He said, thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. He said, you are holy, separate. You're not like everybody else to God. Read.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
God said, I chose you to be a special people. So out of all the people on the earth, he said, you are special to me. Not everybody. If something is special, it's not the same as everybody else. Read.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
So, have you ever heard that you're above all people on the face of the earth? What do they always tell you?
We're all special?
They say we all equal, we all special. But what did God just say? Read it again.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
So what did God say about you?
We're all special. We're above people.
We are above all people. He chose us to be special. Out of all the 18 nations on the earth, he chose us to be special and say, you are above all people.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.